Howdy, it's me, Manic Mark, coming to you from the bunker system located underneath the Art Villa, found somewhere in the jungles of the Midwest. And today I'm pushing my new t-shirt design, The Storm. It's code for the shitstorm. Goes with the hat. It doesn't come as a set, no, it's just a t-shirt. I'll put a link down here to where you can go and order yourself one. They only cost $1,000 a piece, of course, coming from Cafe Press one-off printing. You have to expect them to be more expensive than your normal mass-produced t-shirt. Anyway, so this is just because, you know, people at work said, come up with something, Manic Mark, because it's a tornado of poo here at work, and I think it would be funny if you had something to wear to say, you know, sort of graphically what it is without actually saying what it is, okay? Anyway, there you go. It looks, this is the olive military green version of it. It looks really, really good. This color, it probably looks great on all the collars, but I specifically like the olive green t-shirt. Okay, I've got a stack of records from Full Price, Half Price Books. When I went up to the counter today, these are all from the dollar stack. When I went up to the counter, the young girl who's checked me out many times pulled the record out of the sleeve of the first record, and I thought to myself, they've never done that before. They've had a problem. I said, oh man, are somebody switching records? She said, yeah. So she had to go through and pull out every one. Well, you know, I don't care for that because there's going to be more sleeve handling and, you know, the inner sleeve, and like you shove the record in and it gets torn. So yeah, she had to pull it out and look at the titles, check. Fortunately, there's nobody behind me. I don't know what they're going to do when there's a line, because it took her a long time to do that. She said, one bad apple, and I said, I know what you mean. Right, okay, but before you get to the records, I've got to get to something else. Okay, here's a photograph. I'm going to put this up. We were working on a section of the museum where it's a story about immigrants coming to Cincinnati and how they were very hungry, and most of them brought with them their cannibalistic practices from all the other, like the third world countries they came from, like Germany. Okay, and they came and they were cannibals, and there's a woman, and this was the exhibit, holding an arm, and that meat from that arm would, you know, keep her family fed for a couple of days until she was able to find another human body part that you could turn into stew, you know, with some nice potatoes or something, and or go to the pet cemetery and dig up something, you know, the pet cemetery, local pet cemetery, late 1800s. Anyway. Pets were bigger back then. They offered, you know, they were meatier. Okay, you stretched that out pretty good. All right. So, anyway, I'm just gonna hold it up because I got this. This is a new edition. I wish this it's a new addition to the Manic Mark Basement menagerie of characters. It's Attic Baby. Say hello, Attic Baby. Hello. Where have you been keeping yourself? Oh, I've been keeping myself locked in an attic for many, many, many years. Lonely and deceased. What do you mean deceased? Look at my coloring. What do you think I mean? Oh, that's right. And your eyes are all kind of like ghostly. That's right, because I'm just a deceased little attic baby floating around in the bunker now from the late 1800s. They didn't eat the attic baby. Fortunately, when I got to the exhibit, I was taken apart. The other characters in the exhibit had not consumed the attic baby to sustain themselves through the immigrant Cincinnati immigrant famine in the late 1800s. Okay, go on to the records, that's right. So he came up with these jokes that are going to be horrible, like, you know, how many, whatever it takes to change a light bulb, you know, and usually it's it's a negative sort of, it's like one to hold a light bulb, two to change the ladders, and you can probably put anything in there you want. So he came up with, how many minimalist does it take to change a light bulb? The fewer the better. Okay, if I had a laugh track, I would put the laugh track in, because then you'd mentally be like, oh, that's funny because other people are laughing. Then the other one was, how many Russian constructivists does it take to change a light bulb? And the answer would be, oh, I don't know, all those people are working. That didn't work out. Okay, I cut that because, okay, how many Russian constructivists does it take to change a light bulb? And it's none. We send out those jobs to the work camp. That's right. I was stretching a little bit. And then there were some others that I didn't understand because they were too highfalutin, you know, intellectual art jokes. And I came up, like, I had to come up with something like, how many outsider artists does it take? And I was going to say, you can't find a real outsider artist anymore. They don't exist, right? Since the internet came in, you can't get a light bulb changed by outsider artists because there are none. Okay, that's not true. There probably are. I'm one. Oh, man. Even though I went to school, I can still call myself one. And if people are like, no, you can't, I'll say, how about real fake? And then they go, okay, as long as you put the fake in front of the... Oh, man, I didn't like that. That didn't go well either. Okay, that half-price books, half-price, full-price books, full-price, half-price books. Whoever they got price and records, it's somebody different. It changes every time. And I guess they decided, you know, like I've been complaining about raising the 50-cent records to $1. Okay, but then they've got like more expensive records that are not worth 50 cents, and I can't figure out. It's always young people, because no person my age wants to be working for $9 an hour at half-price, full-price books pricing records. At least I don't think anybody. So it's young people with knowledge of only more modern music and nothing like Frank Sinatra and Bing Crosby and all these. They recognize certain names and they put prices on those records that they made so many of that a collector just doesn't care, right? So they end up and things that they think are interesting, like, oh, the Holly Ridge Beatles songbook, you know, like for $7.99 or something like that. Oh, Attic Baby. Even though Attic Baby is deceased, she still has cannibalistic tendencies. I got to learn not to keep my fingers too close to her mouth. You're just going to chew them off. Well, never mind. Go ahead. Okay. Here we go. Gonna lift up. Oh, half-price, full-price books. All right. We'll start with. Going to start with the 10-inch Hartz Mountain, which was the Hartz Mountain. Was the pet food company. Hartz Mountain Pet Food released a 10-inch record called Parakeet Training. It's got a great cover on it. Parakeet Training record. Let your parakeet teach himself to talk. That's not very exciting. If you let the parakeet teach himself to talk, then he's going to say stuff that really you have no interest in. You know, or if you don't like cussing, the parakeet might cuss, or just might talk about mathematics all day, which could be very boring. So I would let your parakeet teach himself how to talk. That would be a mistake. All right, go on. So again, in a dollar bin, this makes no sense because these records are worth at least a couple, $2 or $3 a piece. I think it's Mongo Santa Maria, African drummer, right? What was it? He's a proud Mary working on a groovy thing, spinning a wheel, got that Latin soul. That could be fun. That was one of them. It's Mongo Santa Maria in Soul Bag, including Up, Up, and Away, Green Onions, Groovin', Cold Sweat. Somebody drew a little exclamation point next to Cold Sweat. I bet that's a good one. Might have to feature it. I don't know. I never know until I go upstairs. Last but not least, Mongo Santa Maria, looking tough on the cover of his album Mongo's Way, featuring The Letter. There's Afro Walk, Congo Blue. Could be some good ones on that one. I haven't found a Paul Murat. He's probably butchered that name too. Album in a long time. This was titled Vodka. I don't have this one. Vodka and Caviar. All right. It's just some like Russian takeoff or something like that. I don't know what to expect out of it anyway. Anyway, I picked it up. I like him, French composer, arranged some good stuff. It's Morgana King, one of her later albums. Morgana King, I Know How It Feels to Be Lonely. There she is on the back. There's a photograph of her. I think I've had one or two of her albums and I didn't like them and I got rid of them. So why'd you get another one? Well, I couldn't be sure that I wouldn't find something interesting on this one. This looks really good, also in the dollar bin. It's exciting new rhythm from Brazil. Guibaú. That's right. Mario Albanese. Oh, the cover looks good. I'm not exactly sure what to think of the contents. The contents live up to the cover. It should be okay. I picked this up. Why? I don't know. It just looked obscure. There's three artists on here doing old-time songs and tunes, probably bluegrassy, country kind of stuff. Hey, Medic Mark, last week you said you brought up how much you hate show tune albums, and so now you're going to hold one up. Why? Well, it's a woman wearing fishnet hose, red fishnet hose, so of course I had to pick it up. It's also done by, it's like probably Lush Strings, so it was worth it for the cover, let's just put it that way. And I also picked this up, speaking of things I don't care for, but torture myself with nonetheless. And this is going to be sheer torture. I'll never make it through the whole album, but for the sake of sample, to post on the blog, the gospel blog, it's Gospel Hymn Time, Accordion Gospel Hymn Time, by George R. Swegard. That's right, Accordion Gospel album. Probably nothing but just him, George, playing the accordion. Oh, there you go. Okay, Baja Marimba Band, a lot of albums. Generally, you probably wouldn't be that interested, and after listening to one or two, it's pretty popular. I don't know, so I just sort of avoid them. But why'd you pick this up? Well, I wondered how a marimba band would do a cover of The Sounds of Silence. That's right, Maha Marimba Band covering The Sounds of Silence. And a Living Guitars album that I don't have. It's the Teen Tunes, Teen Beat Discotheque album by the Living Guitars, with L'Entrée, the Watusi, the Jerk, all your favorite discotheque favorites. Nice cover on this, Audio Fidelity, also in the dollar bin. It's Hampton's Big Band, Lionel Hampton's orchestra, featuring Cat Anderson on trumpet. The Dave Brubeck album. Dave Brubeck with the New York Philharmonic, conducted by Leonard Bernstein, Dave Brubeck Quartet, Dialogues for Jazz Combo and Orchestra by Howard Brubeck, covering West Side Story, music from the West Side Story. That'll be good, I think. It probably won't be good, but I picked it up for the cover. It's the Rhodes Family. Lord have mercy, Songs of Inspiration. I don't know where they're out of. It doesn't say. It doesn't say where they live. So nobody can go look them up and say, hey, after 40 years, hey, what was up with the photograph? Laurie Anderson album from 1988. Right? Is it 88? I did see the date on here somewhere. But now I've lost it. So I can't say where. It could be a re-release. I have no idea. Anyway, but I picked it up because I thought it would be interesting, and it was $1. It was in the dollar bin. Also in the dollar bin, it's the Archie's theme, Rubber Duck, Sissy Monkey Shines. It's covers of pop kids tunes by Billy Bubbles. Billy Bubbles. Oh, this is a sweet cover. Kitty Wells Country Hit Parade. Kitty Wells Country Hit Parade on Decca. That's a sweet cover. And also a sweet cover, unfortunately, with a little bit of a rip in it, right where I'd rather there wasn't a rip. It's Kitty Wells, Kitty's Choice, Kitty Will's holding a puppy. So it's Kitty holding a puppy.
Dark moon, away up high up in the sky. Oh, tell me why you've lost your splendor. Dark moon, what is the cause your light withdraws? Is it because I've lost my love? Mortals have dreams of love's perfect schemes, but they don't realize that love will sometimes bring a dark moon. Away up high up in the sky. Oh, tell me why you've lost your splendor. Dark moon, what is the cause your light withdraws? Is it because I've lost my love? Mortals have dreams of love's perfect scheme, but they don't realize that love will sometimes bring a dark moon. Away up high up in the sky. Oh, tell me why you've lost your splendor. Dark moon, what is the cause your light withdraws? Is it because I've lost my love?
That should be fun. Last but not least, why? Because it was on the bottom of the stack. It's Zoot Sims and New Beat Bossa Nova Volume 2, right? If I'm not mistaken, I've got a Zoot Sims album, a 10-inch Latin album, I think. So this is going to be a re-release, maybe with some extra tunes or something. Not sure what to expect. I'm thinking that this is where if he's not, I don't know. I don't know if he was still making records or this is just stuff they found and repackaged. I don't know. Well, then don't say anything that you don't know about. Well, then the videos would be a lot shorter. What I do know about is it's yeah, oh my God, it's Attic Baby meets Underpants Pat. Say hello, Underpants Pat. Hello, Attic Baby. Hello. I got the voice down. Hello. Why are you all gray and shit? Hey, sorry about that, but I'm wearing a hat and a shirt, so what the hell, right? Because I'm Attic Baby. Yeah, well, we know, Dad. Why? Are you gray and your eyes are all rolled up and you look like you're dead? Well, now you're starting to get the. Come over here closer. Let me see what the person who's fleshy and meaty and alive looks like. I don't know. You should be able to see me from there. I'm nearsighted. Look at my eyes. They're all blank. Okay, well, just get a little bit closer. You knew that was going to happen. They shouldn't leave me alone down here for any length of time, because stuff happens and then I got to go apologize to somebody for it. I'm not sure who I have to apologize to today, but I'm sure I'll figure that out later on. Okay, thanks for stopping by, and now sit back and enjoy this week's Medic Mark Bunker System musical sample. Musical sample from the Bunker System, not the Bunker System musical sample. Just never mind. Just.
Turn off your mind, relax, and flow downstream. It is not dying. It is not dying. Lay down all thought, surrender to the void. It is shining. It is shining, that you may see the meaning of within. It is speaking. It is speaking that love is all and love is everyone. It is knowing. It is knowing. When ignorance and haste may mourn the dead, it is believing. It is believing. But listen to the color of your dream. It is not living. It is not living. Or play the game existence to the end of the beginning.